ओम शं नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शं नो भवत् अर्यमा शं न इंद्रो बृहस्पतिः शं नो विष्णुरुक्रमः. This is Rigveda Mandal 1, Sukta 90 and Mantra number 9, and Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati ji has explained in Rigveda Bhashya this mantra very beautifully. When he does the Anvaya of this mantra, he adds the word Urukrama across. He says, He Manushya, Yata Asmad Artham Urukramo Mitro Nah Sham Urukramo Varuno Nah Sham Urukramo Aryamanah Sham Urukramo Brahaspatir Indro Nah Sham Urukramo Vishnur Nah. So Urukrama word he has added across all the adjectives of Paramatma, all the names of Paramatma. Ekam Sadvipra Bahuda Vadanti, Paramatma is one but his names are many. But all his names are mentioned in the Vedas only. We cannot create our own names based on our own Icha of Paramatma. Like when we do Agnihotra, we say Om Agnaye Swaha, Om Somaya Swaha, Om Indraya Swaha, etc. This Agni, Varuna, Soma, Indra, Brihaspati, all these are Paramatma's name given by Paramatma in the Vedas. So we cannot change the name of Paramatma based on our own Icha. We cannot say that, okay, today onwards I am going to call Paramatma as Jesus. Today onwards I am going to call Paramatma as Allah. Today onwards, Paramatma, I am going to call him as Rama or Krishna, etc. No, we cannot do that. The names of Paramatma are given by Paramatma based on his own qualities. One of the name of Paramatma is Urukrama. Urukrama means Sabse Parakramshali, most mightiest Paramatma. So, Maharishi has added the name Urukrama when he wants to explain this mantra. When we read this, Bhashya, बहुत पराक्रमशाली परमात्मा उरुक्रमा. Maharishi says, so what we must do, Maharishi is explaining that Paramatma's qualities, if you want happiness in your life, if you want eternal happiness in our life, not only in this life, in the next life as well as after our life is over in moksha also, when we want eternal happiness, we must do stuti of this Paramatma, who is Urukrama, who is mentioned as Mitra, Varuna, Brihaspati, Vishnu, etc. in this mantra. There is no other Paramatma we must do stuti of. So Maharshi writes that Parameshwar ke saman mitra, Parameshwar ke saman mitra, uttam nyaya ka karne wala koi bhi nahi hai. There is nobody else who is equivalent to Paramatma, who is a good friend, who is the best friend as equal to Paramatma. And in brackets we must understand as equal to an Acharya also, because this mantra, in the subject of this mantra, Maharishi writes that punaha Ishwaraha vidvanscha manushyebeha kim kuruvantir iti upadishyate. In this mantra, ईश्वर और विद्वान, परमात्मा एंड विद्वान मनुष्य के लिए क्या क्या करते हैं. सो व्हेन वी से दैट परमेश्वर के समान कोई मित्र नहीं है, इट ऑल्सो इंडिकेट्स दैट विद्वान के समान कोई मित्र नहीं है. देयर इज नो गुड फ्रेंड लाइक परमात्मा एंड आचार्य. फॉर अ जीवात्मा, फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, देयर आर ओनली टू ट्रू फ्रेंड्स. Of course, we have our love and affection towards our parents, our brother, our sister, our daughter or wife or son, etc., etc. That is all there. But the real mitra is the one who is mentioned in this mantra. Either it has to be Paramatma or it has to be Acharya, because that mitra is nyaya karne wala. He is a parakramshali. Hamesha nyaya karne wala. He will never do partiality. He will always give us decisions based on his own nyaya, which is eternal nyaya. He will never do partiality. That's why he is true friend. Suppose you do a mistake in your life, Your friend may support you even though he knows, like Ranveer Alabadia. I am taking an example. Ranveer Alabadia made a very nasty comment in the YouTube. Now the comment is removed maybe. He made such a nasty comment which like dharti hilne wali baat hai. Means such a comment cannot be even thought by a human being in his wildest dreams. So he has made such a comment. Even when you read Vama Margis, in Light of Truth, if you read Vama Margis, even Vama Margis also will not do such karma. Vama Margis are one of the worst people who have ever lived in our earth. Even they will also not do such karma. So if I am the friend of Ranveer Alabadia, I try to support him. I try to say that no, his intention is not like this. He is a nice person. Please forgive him. If I am a friend to him, this is partiality. If I am true friend, when I am a Vedic follower, I am a true friend to him, I will do nyaya. I will tell him that you have done a bloody crime. Go to the police station. You must go to police station. I will come with you. I will drop to you. I will be with you. But you have done a crime. You have committed a major sin and you have destroyed our Indian culture by saying these things. So go and return back your award what PM Modi has given you. Go and surrender to police and tell to police that I am ready to pay fine or I am ready to go to jail. I am sorry. This is the true friend. True friend will always be Nyayapriya, Nyayakari. This is the example of how Paramatma behaves with us. How Acharya behave with us. Acharya is also Nyayakari. Just because I am a disciple of my Acharya will not give any special sanction or special, partiality to me because he is Nyayakari. And such Nyayakari Purush is called as true friend, because when we admit our mistake and then take punishment, next time we will be afraid of doing any sins. Next time we will be careful in public speech or in private speech, we will be careful. So a true friend will correct us. So that's why Parameshwar और विद्वानों के समान मित्र, there is no other true friend like Parameshwar and Acharya, and उत्तम न्याय का करने वाला. People visited Mahakumbh, or people visited this New Delhi, Old Delhi railway station. Stampede happened, many people died. Mahakumbh, so many hundreds of people died or thousands of people died. Maybe they did not die because of their fate. The probability is that they did not die because of their fate, because it's an accident. I mean, for all those 1,000 people who died, is not their real fate. They died, unfortunately due to other pranis karma. They did not die due to Paramatma's action, right? So in this case, Paramatma, what he will do? Paramatma will do nyaya to those jivatmas in the next birth. I join Kaun Banega Crorepati and I get 10 crore rupees as prize. I win a prize 10 crore rupees. This 10 crore rupees is not given to me by Paramatma. It is given to me by another person who is not Paramatma. So for this 10 crore rupees, if I buy a house, I buy a car, I live a lavish life here, it's okay, I am living it, but it's not my the result of my karmas. So Paramatma will do balance in the next janmas or whenever possible, because Paramatma is Nyayakari. We must understand who is Paramatma very, very clearly. So that is why Paramatma is Mitra, Paramatma is Aryama. Aryama means Nyaya karne wala, and Paramatma is Aishwaryavan. Why are you going and begging for Aishwarya from somebody? Beg it from Paramatma. Do stuti of Paramatma. He is Aishwaryavan means he has the most highest Aishwarya, which is the moksha. He will give us moksha. But we people, we start begging for money. Even in the office, I have to, speak so politely, so dramatically. I have to do drama in front of my seniors so that, they will give me good increment. They will keep my position. They will not fire me, etc., etc. But Paramatma ke saath aisa drama nahi chalta. We cannot do drama with Paramatma. You can do drama with anybody else, but not with Paramatma. And sabse uttam Aishwarya Paramatma gives is moksha. And moksha is awarded by our true hard work and hard tapasya, not by drama. So सबसे न्याय करने वाला और ऐश्वर्यवान, पराक्रमी. Why Paramatma is Parakrami? Because he does not do any injustice. A person like Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati was a Parakramshali. My Acharya is a Parakramshali, never do injustice to anybody. They never do injustice because of their realization of Paramatma and realization of the knowledge of the Vedas in the heart in Samadhi. Because they have realized Paramatma, they can never dare to do any injustice. They always do justice. So, Sabse Aishwaryavan Paramatma. See the stuti of Paramatma in this mantra. The more and more, it's a very small mantra. People know this mantra that he is Aryama, he is Aishwaryavan, he is Nyayakari, etc. But still we never understand what is Nyayakari. And then Paramatma is Bade Bade Padarthon ka Swami. He is the owner of this universe. Bade Bade Padarth, the Sabse Bade Padarth is this universe. He is the Swami of this universe, but we are living in this universe as if I am the Swami. We are the Swami. We build 40-story building for one person, one family. See Ambani's house, one family, 40-store, 50-store, 100-store building. As if that I am the Malik of this universe. Bade Bade Padarthon ka Swami. We must respect Paramatma as the owner of our house, owner of this universe. This house, this universe is our house. Paramatma is the Swami, but unfortunately we become the Swami of everything. Tena tyaktena bhunjita, we always forget. Tyag purvak bhog bhogo. Tyag mein raho. Ahankar mein mat raho. This is all Paramatma's advice in the Vedas. And further, Paramatma is Vishnu who Sarva Vyapak. Vyapak sukh dene wala. Vyapak sukh dene wala means a yogi after attaining Samadhi, either he lives in jungle or he lives in his house or he lives in Grihastha or he lives anywhere. Vyapak sukh, everywhere he goes, the yogi goes, Paramatma is there also. So Paramatma ka sukh hamesha that yogi will derive from Paramatma. For us, I am living in my room, I want all my comforts. I want the AC to be on. I don't want sunlight from outside. I don't want extreme cold, extreme heat. I am not happy. I am happy based on my circumstance. I am not happy based on Paramatma's presence because I am not a tapasvi. We are not tapasvi, but for acharyas, they get the sukh from Paramatma because of his sarva vyapakta. They go anywhere. Even in the jungle where there is no facility, an acharya, a yogi is always happy because of the presence of Paramatma. He realizes the presence of Paramatma. And also the further the mantra says, Sat karmo mein vyapt mahaparakrami. Sat karmo mein vyapt. This is why Paramatma is mahaparakrami, because he always do satya karma. Paramatma never does any Ashubh karma. Paramatma always does all his karma. All the karma of Paramatma is Nishkam Shubh karma. Like Klesha karma vipaka ashaya aparamrishtah. Paramatma does not have any linkage with Ashubh karma. Paramatma does not have any relation with Sakam karma. He does not do any Sakam. He does all his karmas. The Paramatma's karma is creation of universe, destruction of universe, sustenance of universe, making, giving the karma full for all of us. It's all Nishkam Tase. Paramatma does not expect anything else from us. He does not give me happiness because he expects something from me. So he is Sat Karma Wala. That's why he is Mahaparakrami. When we also become like Satyavadi, when we start becoming pleasant giving. So the mantra also says, Maharishi also says one more point. See, many people have this wrong intention. They say that I am a Parakrami. They start to behave rudely with other people, that I am a Satyavadi. Satyavadi meeta bolna chahiye. Paramatma always says that you must speak truth, but pleasantly, pleasant truth. And that's what here in this mantra Maharishi explains, Dharmik Satya Vyavahar, or he says Vidwan ke saman prem. Paramatma and Acharya both gives prem to all of the public. When you go to an Acharya who is a Samadhist yogi, even an Acharya who is not Samadhist, but an Acharya who is a Vedic philosopher, an Acharya who has completely mastered on the 4 Vedas, he has the Vivek Gyan, not at a final Samadhi, but still a Vivek Vyakti, he will also be a prem, he will give you prem, he will give you Atyant prem, like Paramatma. So Sat Karma, Even Paramatma does Satya Karma, but he is never rude. He gives prem like an Acharya. That's why this mantra has the qualities of both Acharya and Paramatma. And further, Dharmik Satya Vyavahar Karne Wale. Who? Acharya. Acharya will always do Dharmik Satya Vyavahar. Adharmik Asatya Vyavahar Acharyas will never do. Paramatma also will not do. Even an Acharya who is a true Samadhist yogi will never do Asatya Acharan, who will never do Adharma Acharan. Dharma means Veda Akala Dharma Moolam. Dharma means Vedas. An Acharya will not do any karma against Vedas. An Acharya will not do any Asatya karma. Because Acharya is in Samadhi. Please understand that. And Vidya Adi Dhanon ko dene wala. Most important is Vidya. Why an Acharya is important in our life? Because Acharya is the only Jivatma or only human who can give us Vidya. Who else can give us Vidya? Vidya means Veda Vidya. Nobody else can give us Veda Vidya. So Vidya Adi Dhanon ko dene or Vidya palne wala. Vidya dene wala, Vidya palne wala. One who gives the knowledge, one who protects the knowledge. Who is that? Either Paramatma or Vidwan. Acharya gives us the knowledge of the Vedas. Paramatma gives the knowledge of the Vedas to Acharya. Acharya protects the knowledge of the Vedas, and Paramatma also protects the knowledge of the Vedas. So these are the qualities. Mitra Shanno, Varuna Shamno, Vishnu Shanno, Urukrama. Sham means Shanti do. How Paramatma, see, these are the qualities of Paramatma. Whatever I have mentioned in the last 17 minutes or 16 minutes, everything is the quality of Paramatma, right? When we understand these qualities of Paramatma, we will be in Shanti. If something happens to us, we know that exactly this is either due to my karma or due to my, I have done something like, going to Mahakumbh. Paramatma did not ask me to go to Mahakumbh. I went to Mahakumbh and I got into stampede and some people pressed my legs or hands and I got hurt or my relative got dead. Not due to Paramatma, due to me. So I understand Paramatma without a mistake. I know that this is due to my karma or this is due to my faulty action. No. I keep my hand on the fire and say that, see, my hand will not burn. This is my murkta. Right? So it's not Paramatma's fault, it's my fault. So when we understand Paramatma with this context, we will never blame Almighty God. Otherwise, we will always be in the blame game. We will always insult, unknowingly we will insult Almighty God. So understanding Paramatma as He is most important kartavya. This is called a stuti. And then when we understand how He is Paramatma, then we can do right prarthana. Today people do prarthana for doing bad karma, like in many movies I have seen. Also it is in practice that before going, what is their duty? What is their job? They are working in butcher house. They go and cut animals, right? But they pray Almighty God, oh Paramatma, today many people should come and buy flesh. Today I should make more money. They will pray to Paramatma and go to butcher house to kill the cow and other animals. So this prarthana we will not do if we understand who is Paramatma. When we understand Paramatma, we will not touch non-veg. We will not hurt anybody. We will be ahimsavadi. So stuti se prarthana and upasana. Then we understand stuti, then we will do upasana, we will do name jap, we will do agnihotra, we will maintain brahmacharya, we will control our senses. We know Paramatma is parakramashali, He is Vishnu, He is everywhere. So we will fear Paramatma. The only problem is misunderstanding who is Paramatma. Today the main problem is not understanding who is Paramatma. So then Maharishi says, महर्षि, द वर्ड्स ऑफ महर्षि, सब मनुष्यों को, इसलिए सब मनुष्यों को परमात्मा की स्तुति, प्रार्थना, उपासना निरंतर और विद्वानों की सेवा और संगत. विद्वानों की सेवा. Why we have to do service to Acharya? Because Acharya is the one who is giving the knowledge of this mantra. If my Acharya has not taught me, if like I was reading this mantra from my Acharya's book today morning, Ved Gyani Satya Gyan, then I read the mantra and then I went to Sanskrit meaning also because I want to understand in depth. So I went to Maharishi's Vyakhya in Sanskrit. Then I understood both. So if Acharya does not give the knowledge of the Vedas, if Maharishi is also an Acharya, If Maharishi and Acharyas does not give the knowledge of the Vedas, how will we understand who is Almighty God? So that is why we must do seva to Acharya. We must do sangati. We must do sang means we must do friendship to Acharya. Because Acharya is a Nyayakari, Acharya is a true friend. Acharya will protect us by giving knowledge. Acharya will give us Vairagya. Acharya will give us Vairagya means will help us to attain Vairagya. So, Maharishi says, इससे निरंतर विद्वानों की सेवा और संगत से नित्य आनंद को प्राप्त करो. नित्य आनंद प्राप्त तभी होगा जब when we contact Acharya and when we contact Almighty God through Acharya. Otherwise it's impossible. So, see the smallest mantra in the Vedas, this very small mantra, one line mantra, see the in-depth meaning. That's why we must get into Sangati, contact with Acharyas. Otherwise we cannot understand such a depth meaning. So then we will get Shanti, peace of mind in our peace in our mind, peace in our hearts. Whatever happens, we will be stir, we will understand that okay, it's my issue, it's not Paramatma issue, it's my issue, it's not my Acharya issue. Many people also tell to Acharya, I have seen some years back, I saw one Shishya, he spoke to Acharya by showing hands, okay. And my Acharya is a cool person, very, very calm person. My Acharya said, you know, beta, my Acharya says, you know, beta, आपको दुख क्यों आ रहा है जिंदगी में? Very, very soft. You know, my son, why you are getting in dukkha? Because you are showing hands to your Acharya. This is not the respect to Acharya. Don't ever show hands to Acharya and speak. Acharya told, I was just very close to my Acharya that I was listening to my Acharya from 2 feet distance. So I was listening to this conversation. A person speaking quite aggressively to Acharya by showing hands. My Acharya replies like this, never show hands to Acharya, give respect to Acharya. My Acharya says, I have always been humble to all the Acharyas, not only Vedic Acharyas, but non-Vedic Acharyas also. Whoever I visited, I was always humble. I never blamed them. I just silently moved out from them when I got to know that they didn't have any knowledge. So when you show utmost respect to Paramatma and Acharya, then Shanti will be within you. Nobody can steal your Shanti. Nobody can steal your peace of mind. Otherwise, you follow any religion of peace or any religion without Acharya and Paramatma, Nirantar Sukh Shanti impossible. This is the Tatparya of this mantra. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.